Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be bringing you another video, and this video is more just for fun, but hopefully some of you will find it entertaining. And the topic of today's video is the quietest gun that I own. Now when I say the quietest gun I own, I am referring to centerfires. And obviously I'm referring to guns that are suppressed. 22s are definitely going to be quiet, but they are in a certain category where they don't have as much power as pretty much any other centerfire. So when I say the quietest gun that I own, I'm definitely referring to the quietest centerfire. Something like a little Smith & Wesson 22 compact here. This one has got a Tactical Solutions Ascent suppressor, and I'm just shooting some standard Winchester bulk pack ammo. This thing is really quiet, but it doesn't really fall in the category of today's video because this is a 22. But regardless, this thing is super fun and also super quiet. So as you can see, or as you can hear, I should say, the sound of the bullet hitting the steel is much louder than the gun itself. I absolutely love this little 22 compact. I've had this thing for years, and it just continues to run. And although this is super fun, since it is a 22, it doesn't really meet the standards for today's video. And regardless of how quiet this is, it still isn't the quietest gun that I own. So now we've moved to something that does meet the requirements of today's video. This is the Ruger PC Charger, and it is chambered in 9mm. I have an entire playlist dedicated to this gun, so if that's something you're interested in, I'll link it down below. This Charger has a 6.5-inch barrel, and here on the end we have a Griffin Armament Revolution 9, and I do have the suppressor in the K configuration, which is a little bit smaller. This is a super cool setup. It does have a folding brace here on the back, and this is also a takedown model, so it comes apart really easily. And it is a centerfire, so it would fall in the scope of today's video. The ammo that I'm going to shoot is Federal Syntech. This is a 147 grain subsonic. A lot of people call these the lipstick rounds, and this is a super quiet setup. The steel target I'm about to shoot is at 100 yards. Super quiet. I hope that comes across on video. Absolutely love this setup, and I love running this ammo, but this is still not the quietest gun that I own. All right, first target we have is about 20 yards away. All right, now we're going to go to the silhouette at 100 yards. Well, at this point, I'm sure the anticipation is about to kill you, and you're just simply not going to be able to sleep at night until you know what the quietest gun I own is. So here it is. So surprise, surprise, definitely something you don't see on my channel very often. This is a single shot. I'm definitely a AR guy, and I'm a far cry from a FUD. So shotguns and single shots are something you don't see me run a lot. This is a CVA Hunter single shot 300 blackout. Obviously, it has a threaded muzzle, and I have my Griffin Armament 30 SDK suppressor. Has a 16-inch barrel. I'm running the CVA optic mount with a Bushnell 3200 and just a little cheek pad that I picked up at my local sporting goods store, and then just a cheap, inexpensive sling. For me, this is kind of a hunting gun. I've killed several deer with it, also several coyotes. I definitely don't hunt as much as I used to, but whether you hunt or not, this is a super fun setup, and it is extremely quiet. So regardless of the caliber of firearm that you're suppressing, the volume of the suppressor is really going to be the big factor on how well it suppresses the round. This is actually considered to be a pretty small suppressor for a 30 caliber. The other consideration is going to be the speed of the round. So whether you're shooting supersonic or subsonic ammunition. Now, if you were going to do some hunting with a setup like this, I would highly recommend using supersonic ammunition, which is going to give you considerably more power downrange, but it's not going to suppress as well. But if you're just wanting something to be the ultimate quiet and almost Hollywood quiet, then subsonic ammo is the way to go. So the ammo we're shooting today is going to be Federal 220 grain, and like I said, they are subsonic. I'm going to go ahead and send one downrange so you can hear what this thing sounds like. The steel target I'm shooting at is about 100 yards, and you're quickly going to notice the sound of the bullet hitting that target is about 10 to 20 times louder than the actual gunshot. This thing just surprises me every time I shoot it, and it is hands down the quietest gun that I've ever even fired. Just going to give you a little quick up close of this setup. It is absolutely nothing special. I've had this gun for years and years. I believe when I originally purchased it, I paid something like 200 bucks, and I don't think they even make these anymore. Definitely a niche firearm, at least for me. Definitely not what I would want to be, per se, my only gun. But it is super fun, super quiet, and definitely something worth owning. I hope y'all enjoyed this video and found the information helpful. This was really more of a just for fun video, and it was kind of just an excuse for me to get this little thing out and have some fun with it. Subsonic 300 Blackout is super expensive, and it's kind of hard to find these days ever since the pandemic. But before that, the ammo was coming down and getting to where something like this was a lot more affordable to shoot. And hopefully in the future, it will come down again so I can just get this thing out and run just for fun. If you would like to contact me directly for any reason, Instagram is the best place to do so. Also, if you're not following me over there, I would appreciate that as well. As always, thanks for watching. See y'all next time. Now for steel. Gotta love it. And just because I like to party, gonna see if I can hit some steel with the little 22, 100 yards, one-handed. Probably should quit while I'm ahead. Definitely going to quit now. I'll go ahead and finish it out at 20. Good note to end on. Y'all have a good one.